Commissioners Court of Brazos County will meet regular session on December 31st, 2024, 10 a.m. The Commissioners Courtroom, the County Administration Building, 200 South Texas Avenue, Suite 106. First item on the agenda is invocation pledge of allegiance of the U.S. and Texas flag. Commissioner Barry will lead those.
Please bow with me. Lord, thank you for this day, and thank you for the many abundant blessings you bestow upon us. Please protect our military men and women, first responders whose service allows us to enjoy the freedoms we have. Please bless our government leaders who uphold our Constitution and keep them safe. We thank you for the opportunity to work for the citizens in Brazos County, hoping that our actions are pleasing to you. We ask all this in your most precious name. Amen.
Amen.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Commissioner. Second item on the agenda is call for citizens' input and/or concerns, and I've got three. Kathy Vings.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. I want to take the opportunity, it's the end of the year, been attending for probably 2 years now, and Commissioner Barry and Commissioner Aldrich leaving as commissioners, and I wanted to say thank you for all your efforts and hard work on the commission, and I want to make special thanks to Commissioner Aldrich. I have not been able to vote for you in your precinct, but I have been extremely grateful for your cooperation and openness and availability, even to constituents who cannot vote for you and support you.
Thank you.
I have felt heard by you. I have appreciated your conversations and your input. I haven't always liked what you've told me, but I appreciate and respect your advice and your input, and I just wanted to say that. We have been struggling for almost 2 years now trying to convince the court that our current election system is not secure. I understand, totally understand, that the legislature is in large part responsible for that, but the ultimate authority for choosing our election system rests with you. And we have been unable to persuade you that that needs to be changed. And this came to my attention. I was out of pocket for about 2 weeks over the holiday, and I came back and saw an email dated December 17th, and it was too late to respond. The email was from the library, and it said, every 2 years, I need to come in with my driver's license, my picture ID, and reaffirm my desire to continue my library membership. In spite of the fact it's a used library, I use my library card all the time. And I thought, that's kind of interesting. The library wants me to reaffirm my desire to use my library card in spite of the fact I continually use it, and I need to provide a picture ID in person to do that. And yet our election system does not provide that same security. We have people on our voter rolls, which we have told you about, that haven't voted for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and they're still on there. And yet my library card requires picture ID in person reaffirming something that's currently in use. I just thought that would be food for thought. Thank you for all your service this year. I really appreciate you and the work that you do and giving us the opportunity to speak publicly.
Okay, thank you. Cindy Wiley.
Good morning. I echo what Kathy said, but I'll say it from my own lips. I do appreciate all of your hard work. I do thank you for your dedication, but I do ask that we maybe make some changes. As a taxpayer and as a voter, I have enjoyed the conversations when they happen, but they happen so infrequently on the court. There doesn't seem to be a lot of transparency on agenda items. we have the opportunity now to ask, but it would be nice if we didn't have to ask. But just give us a little short synopsis of what the agenda item might be about. I think that would be helpful. And then if we have further questions, we can spur a more of a conversation. I hope that this body decides to have workshops and town meetings. Each commissioner in their own precinct have town meetings with their people. Because, you know, I mean, it's simple to say, but how can you represent us if you don't know what we think and you don't know what we feel? And for the people that come up here and speak, we don't just represent one. We represent many people that share our thoughts and our concerns, but they're unable because, for the most part, they're working. So I also would ask this court to maybe consider every now and then have a meeting outside of the normal working hours so that more of the public can actually attend and see what you guys do, because what you do is extremely important. But I don't think people know. You're like a ghost court. Most people don't even know you exist. They vote, but they don't know what you are and who you are. And so those are my asks. I want to thank my commissioner, Steve Aldridge, for your transparency and for your availability to explain things to us when we had questions. And I wish Commissioner Berry your health and whatever you venture into next. And for our new commissioners coming on board, I hope that we have a robust conversation on the court. I think sometimes these meetings are very boring because it's just, you just run through numbers 1 through 26 without much engagement for us to hear and know that our commissioners have a communication amongst themselves and they're not afraid to do it in front of the public. So those are my asks. And I hope that we all continue to pray for our country. We are not out of the woods. There's a lot that's going to be needed and necessary to get us back to healthy. And I hope that this body really pays attention to being financially responsible to the citizens. And that includes the property tax. But other than that, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year, and thank you.
Okay, thank you. John Book.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. I want to start in my words today in gratitude for Commissioner Aldridge and Commissioner Berry, and to speak a bit about service.
Could you speak up a little bit, please?
Certainly.
Get to the mic.
Speak.
I'm grateful for your service on this Commissioners Court. I'm grateful for the commissioners here before us today and those to come in the new year. George Bush said, "Service is never a simple act. It's about sacrifice for others and about accomplishment for ourselves, about reaching out one to another, about all our choices gathered together as a country to reach across all our divides." We have divides in this county. We have a lot of work yet to do as a county. I'm hoping for more transparency, clarity when communication is out there in the public sphere. We can't do anything against rumors because truth can take a while, and as Mark Twain says, about get its pants on. But the key thing here in this court is service. I want to echo the words of our speakers earlier regarding transparency. I don't know how that looks in terms of outside of our 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 or hours that are difficult to make for some. I'm grateful for this season of time for me to come down and wish these outgoing commissioners well in their endeavors going forward. But I'm asking of this court, this future court, more transparency on issues that divide us. We are not worse off from y'all's service. We are better off. Continue to speak that. Y'all have that pulpit to speak that, to reach across divides, to address rumors or issues. Y'all have a voice. Use it. And to regards of service, I'm grateful for the service that isn't specifically just on this court. One of the items for the detention center, I want to speak to that as a compliment as well. Selfless service is always to be lauded. And for that, in this Christmas season, in this new year ahead, I wish y'all a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we'll consider taking action on agenda items 3 through 19. Number 3 is approval request from Specialty Court $10 Amazon gift card to be used incentives for the Specialty Court participants.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 4 is approval requested from to accept donations for youth housed at the Juvenile Detention Center for various holidays throughout the year.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 5 is approval requested from Fleet Services to accept a donation of 10 sets of ballistic glass in the amount of $77,200 for Operation Safe Shield.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion.
Just a big thank you to Operation Safe Shield, keeping our first responders safe.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Cliff Dorn does a great job.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 6 is approval request from Brazos County Veterans Services Office for uniform policy.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 7 is approval request from authorization to wire transfer up to $778,375.83 to HHSC for the fiscal year 2025 Hospital Augmented Reimbursement Program, HARP, IGT, for the benefit of the participating hospitals using funding from Brazos County Local Provider Participating Fund.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 8 is approval requested to increase the county mileage reimbursement from 67 cents per mile to 70 cents per mile for business travel occurring on or after January 1st, 2025.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 9 is approval of addendum number 4 to contract 19149 dental services to the jail for the jail to extend agreement for 1 year.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 10 is approval of agreement 25-063 for Best Western Premier Bryan College Station for Brazos County.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 11 is approval of agreement 25-084 for case management software for legal server for Public Defender's Office.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 12 is approval of contract 25-089 for video management system storage with Dell Technologies.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 13 is approval request to advertise CIP 25-531 Brazos County Administration Building renovations.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 14 is consider and take action on the Wixon Creek SUD utility permit to construct road board 1,480 feet, or 1480 Sand Creek Road to provide water service, sites located in Precinct 2.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 15 is consider and take action on Brazos Wi-Fi utility permit to construct road bores in Forest Lake subdivision, Forest Drive, Bentwood, and Woody Drive, sites located in Precinct 2.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 16 is tax refund application for the following.
Move approval A.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 17 is budget amendments. FY 24-25 budget amendments 12.01.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 18 is personnel change status.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 19 is payment of claims, and claim number 8207044 through claim number 8207163, and then B has been amended, but it will be 9203106 through 9203172.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 20 is an acknowledgment of the 24-25 budget to actuals by fund as of December the 18th, 2024, and an acknowledgment of the 24-25 contingency budget to actuals by fund as of December the 18th, 2024. Number 21 is acknowledgment of the monthly reports submitted December of 2024. 22 is juvenile director's report on detention population. Linda, you're here. Come on up.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. We have 24 in detention, 16 males, 8 females, and we have 42 on electronic monitor. And one thing I would like to thank Commissioner Berry. Every year we try to receive some donations in order to do some things extra for the kids that remain in detention and are unable to go home. And Commissioner Berry also participated in that, and I just want her to know how much I appreciate that. And I appreciate everything y'all do. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. 23 is Sheriff's report on inmate population. Sheriff.
Good morning.
Good morning.
737 today, 625 men, 112 women, 37 on monitors.
Okay. Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Number 24 is announcement of interest items and possible future agenda topics.
I'd like to make a statement. Today I'm filled with a mixed emotions. I'm reminded of the incredible journey that has brought me to this moment. It's a journey that has been shaped by the experiences, the challenges, and most importantly, the wonderful people I've had the opportunity to work with over the years. First and foremost, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to my colleagues on the court and to our exceptional county staff. Your support, encouragement, and camaraderie have been the cornerstone of my professional and personal life. From the early days as my time on the county commissioner to this very day, your friendship has made every challenge surmountable and every success sweeter. Thank you for the countless memories, the shared laughter, and the moments of teamwork that have enriched my life. In my 8 years of service to the county, the project I'm most proud of is Are You OK? This is the call-out program to seniors who live alone, and we check on them to make sure they're okay. It will save lives and prevent elder abuse and fraud. As I embark on this new chapter, I do so with a heart full of gratitude and memories that will last a lifetime. Retirement from public life is not an end, but will be a continuation of my nonprofit work, and I am excited to explore new opportunities that lie ahead. I will always carry with me from my 2 terms as County Commissioner the lessons learned, the relationships built, and the experience shared. Running for office and being elected has been an honor and a privilege, and I do appreciate the support of many in this room that has been given to me, and I say thank you. I bid farewell. I do so with the hope that our paths will cross again and that the bonds we formed will endure. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Okay.
Thank you.
And let me just say, as one of the newest ones, and I've only been here 2 years, it has been a pleasure to serve with both you and Steve, and I'm going to play the gender card. I know that's not politically correct, but as a woman, Nancy, you have been a wonderful mentor to me in terms of guiding my hand in what I do, what we do. You know, running for office is not for the faint of heart. You hope that you have a positive impact. I can say to you that I knew Nancy before she was even mayor. And she was sort of a mentor just by her essence. She was a mentor back then. She has a heart of gold. Her record of philanthropy is and I'm sorry I didn't do my part this year. But her record of philanthropy is just well known. You are truly a role model to me. Thank you for all you do. You're right. It's not like you're leaving the community, but working for the county is a privilege. You have served it well. You have exemplified what it means to serve the county. I think sometimes some folks get into these positions and they forget that they're here to serve, as you all talk about when you come up to speak. We're here to serve the community as best we can. We're only human. Sometimes we make mistakes and we step in it. We say inappropriate things not thinking, or we don't, nowadays we misspeak. But Nancy has stood in the breach. She has served us well. It is truly a loss to the county that both Nancy and Steve are stepping down. I want to thank you both for being here when I began, and I will use as a role model. Steve is a good explainer. Sometimes he gets a little, as somebody told me once, being a little verbose. He can be a little wordy in his explaining, but he is a good explainer. And
It's all about the context and the details. All about the context and the details.
So from a personal perspective, thank you both. I hope that I can exemplify what you both have done. You're both the trailblazers, and I look forward to doing what I can. And if by chance you see me stepping in it and you want to call me up and say you might wanna or you might shouldn't, please don't hesitate to do that, because like I said, we're only human, and sometimes we just make mistakes. It's the human part of that, and we get as elected officials, I have learned on my tender heart that we get beat up for it sometimes, but know that, we do the best that we can. And Nancy, again, exemplifies that. Steve as the explainer, because I used to think, how does he know all of that? Nonetheless, thank you both very much. I wish you both all the best, and I'll stay in touch.
Thank you. Look
Yeah,
forward
thank
to
you.
that. Judge, if I may, Commissioner Berry, we've been engaged in this type of endeavor in elected office for the last 11 years together, both on behalf of the City of College Station citizens and behalf of Brazos County citizens. So thank you for your diligence. Thank you for your effort and your belief in the people who you have served and who have given you the trust in electing you to serve them, and how you have done your best, as I think we all do, to faithfully honor and respond to that responsibility in trust and confidence. So thank you for those things. I'm reminded a little bit of one of the refrains from one of my favorite Grateful Dead songs, Truckin'. One of the things that it says there is what a long, strange trip it's been. But thank you. I'd like to take the time too, as well, to thank all the commissioners. Thank you for who you are, what you do. As Commissioner Watson said, it's not easy to do and to step into the position, but you know, I think that the work that you do and that all of y'all have done has been extremely beneficial for the community you serve. I also hope that it has been gratifying to all of you for having served the way that you have. I'd like to thank all the Brazos County employees. In the 8 years I've been here, what I've learned about who you are, what you do, and why you do what you do is truly amazing to me. I particularly want to praise and thank those people who are hugely the majority of people who are employees of Brazos County for their cheerful attitude in serving the people who you have responsibility to. You know, that is what I think things are really all about, is cheerful service, and thank you for that. I'd like to thank the citizens of Brazos County, I mean, for giving me this opportunity, for giving me this responsibility. It is my hope that I have served you well. Please know that I have served you with my best intention in mind, and your best intentions as a result of what I have tried to accomplish here. It really is all about you. And hopefully I have never forgotten why I am here and who this is all about and the way that I have attempted to serve you. Also want to take time to particularly thank those who've taken the steps to let me hear from them. Let me know whether we've agreed or disagreed, that we have had the dialogue, that we have had the communication, because that's how it's supposed to work. That's why we have laws and charters and constitutions, because they authorize the framework within which we will work together. And that input, without that input and without that dialogue, if you don't have that, it does not accomplish what it's designed to do. So thank you for the people who've taken those steps. Thank you particularly to those who've taken the time to be here, to have been actively engaged in these meetings with us. It makes a lot of difference, and I want to let you know that I am particularly appreciative of you taking the time out of your time to be able to be with us. I want to thank those who've complimented me for my work and for my efforts, even though we've not always agreed. I think that's really what it's all about too, but I hope that I have been agreeable in all of those areas where we've had disagreements, because that's what I think is necessary to be effective to serve. I want to wish everybody a happy 2025 as well, and also let you know that for the beginning of 2025, I will be on walkabout. So thank you very much. And apologies for being quite so verbose.
I was going to say, for the record, I think Steve was shorter than Wanda. Just context and detail.
Put a check mark beside that.
I want to thank you both also, whether we agree or not. You know, I think people are here trying to do their absolute best.
Absolutely.
What we do up here isn't always easy. Decisions that are made up here may very much make in fact, when I was first going on a city council, I was told 50% of the room will love what you do at any given time, and the other 50% will think you're a fool, but give it 5 minutes and they'll flip. And that may be true. But thank you both for doing what it takes to represent. You know, you mentioned the responsibility. There's a lot of responsibility to be up here and to do the best that you can. And whether or not everyone at home agrees with what you're doing, you know, you listen to folks, both sides of things, you make a decision, and you have to move forward with those decisions. And a lot of people who haven't been in a seat like this may never know the pressure that is, but it is a lot of pressure. And you both weathered that well and in a way that I think is becoming to the people that you serve.
I will say this, I had a lot more hair when I got started.
Me
Mine-
too.
Yeah. Mine was brown.
Yeah,
Yeah. But thank you both.
Yeah.
thank you.
All right.
And
Commissioner.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Let's
Yeah.
hope we have a blessed 2025.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
feel very good.
So we have got a
Belt
couple of
buckles.
plaques,
Oh, those are black.
a plaque for each. I want both of y'all to come down and we'll make a presentation.
And you wore the right jacket.
Did we stand up?
I want my
Y'all gonna take pictures?
tie to celebrate.
You did.
No, we needed to
Come
be
down.
behind.
So, to Nancy Berry and Steve Aldridge, in appreciation of your dedicated service to Brazos County and its citizens for Commissioner Precinct 1 and Commissioner Precinct 3, from January 1, 2017 to December 31st, 2024. We appreciate all the hard work, everything you've done, both of you. Great job. Enjoyed serving with both of you.
I'm on walkabout.
This camera.
Barbara.
What is she doing?
Well, I've never experienced.
Okay,
this.
Judge, look up. Judge, look up. Look up.
Sorry, can I get one as well? I'm hearing that three.
Since this is video, should we be active?
This is great. Thank you. Perfect. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you for those remarks.
You're welcome. I can't remember, do we come to the swearing in tomorrow?
You can if you want to.
Did y'all come
And-
last year? I was so
and then
late. Me being sworn in.
Tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, we've got the investiture, the swearing-in ceremony for all of those who are be taking office for the starting 2025, and that starts at 9 o'clock here in the courtroom. I don't think there's anything else. With that, we're adjourned. Thank y'all.